nefesh v'rachamon, yedid nefesh v'rachamon, meshach avdecha, eretz zohanecha, meshach avdecha, la 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 la, eretz zohanecha, yarutz avdecha, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Bet David. It's always lovely to see people here who've braved the cold and come into the sanctuary, and welcome to those online. We start the service tonight, as always, with the candle lighting, page 118, and this evening the Shabbat candles will be lit by Mark Fryer in memory of Michelle Fryer and Judy Lewis.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
And we will continue the service on page 130, and the choir will be singing Lechu L'Ronana. The Eternal One is our God, and we are the people God tends, the flock in God's care. Hayom im b'kolo tishma'u. Jumping now to page 132, and that is Psalm 96. I will read the first part of English, and if you will read the indented section with me when we get to it. Sing to God a new song. Sing to God, all the earth. Sing to God, bless God's name. Proclaim God's victory day after day. Tell of God's glory among the nations, God's wondrous deeds among all peoples. For the Eternal One is great and much acclaimed. God is held in awe by all divine beings. All the gods of the peoples are mere idols, but the Eternal One made the heavens. Glory and majesty are before God. strength and splendor are in God's temple. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth exult. Let the sea and all within it thunder. The fields and everything in them exult. Then shall all the trees of the forest shout for joy at the presence of the Eternal One. For God is coming to rule the earth. God will rule the world justly and its peoples in faithfulness. Page 133, Psalm 98. Shirul Adonai Shir Chadash, ki niflaot asah. Your right hand, your holy arm have won you victory. Eternal One, you have shown your victory, displayed your justice in the sight of the nations. You were mindful of your love and faithfulness toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth beheld the victory of our God. Hariul Adonai kol haaretz, pitzchu v'rananu v'zameru. Psalm 99, page 135. Adonai malach yigzu amim, yeshev kruvim tanut haaretz. Adonai b'tzion gadol v'ramhu al kol ha'amim. Yodu shimcha gadol v'nora, kadosh hu. V'oz melech mishpat ahev ata konanta mesharim. Mishpatot tzedakah b'Yaakov ata asita. Exalt the eternal our God and bow toward God's holy hill, for the eternal our God is holy. Page 136 and Psalm 29. Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, havul Adonai kavod va'oz, havul Adonai kavod shemo, hichtachavu Adonai b'hadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, kol Adonai b'koach, kol Adonai b'hadar, kol Adonai shoveh arazim v'yashaber Adonai et hazeh halvanon v'yakidem kamo egel levanon v'sirion kamo ven re'emim. The voice of the Eternal One kindles flames of fire. The voice of God convulses the wilderness. The Eternal One convulses the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of God causes hinds to calve and strips forests bare, while in God's temple all say, glory. The Eternal One sat enthroned at the flood. The Eternal One sits enthroned, sovereign forever. Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yavarech et amo v'shalom.
Shabbat
Just greeted the Sabbath bride. Before we greet each other, let me just remind you there are copies of Rabbi's sermon here on the lectern, and the sermon is 3 pages. So the first page is double-sided, and the third page is a standard page. So if you'd like to come and get copies, then you're very welcome. Let's take a few moments. We'll meet and greet each other.
Shabbat Shalom.
I'm continuing on page 140. Please take your seats. Mismo shir leyom HaShabbat, tov lehodot laAdonai, ולזמר לשמך העליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי העשור ועלי הנבל, עלי היגיון בכינור. כי שמחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך ארנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. איש בעל לא ידע, וכסיל לא יבין את זאת.
צדיק כתמר יברח, כרס בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו. צדיק כתמר יברח, כרס בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים רעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו.
This concludes the first section of our evening service. We come now to the break, which precedes the second section, page 144, the Chatzi Kaddish. Please rise and recite with me in Hebrew. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'oma divrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavorach le'olam olomei umaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei dekudsha b'rechu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran bo'oma v'imru. Amen.
La
Please be seated, and I'm continuing on page 149. Praise to you, eternal our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Page 150. Everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, eternal our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life and the length of our days. Never remove your love from us. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Please rise. We've come to the Shema, page 152. Page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol lavavcha, u'v'chol nafshecha, u'v'chol ma'odecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi metzavcha hayom al levavecha, v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha b'veitecha, u'vlechtecha v'derech, u'v'shofpacho v'komecha. U'kshatam le'ot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot ben einecha, uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Laman tiskaru, vasitem et kol mitzvotai, vitem kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liyot lachem lelohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem emet. Please be seated. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. 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 ושמור צאתנו השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים.
Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai haporei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. We've come to the Tefillah, page 164. Please rise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'emotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el, Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zuchei Chasdei Avot v'Imaot, u'Mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר משיח מגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Page 168. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיה הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מזריח השמש ומוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים. ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה. ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל. You are holy, Your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Page 172. You set aside the seventh day for your name, the pinnacle of creation, and you blessed it above all other days, more sacred than all festival times. So it is written in your Torah. V'yachulu hashamayim v'ha'aretz v'chol tzva'am, v'yachal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa, v'yeshbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. V'yavarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i v'yakadesh oto, ki vo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim la'asot.
V'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, le'avtecha be'emet. V'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, le'avtecha be'emet. Alai, 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 hoi, la, 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 v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, le'avtecha be'emet. V'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, le'avtecha be'emet.
In your gracious love, eternal our God, grant as our heritage your holy Shabbat, that Israel, who sanctifies your name, may rest on it. Baruch atah Adonai, Makadesh HaShabbat. Page 174. Find favor, eternal our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your spirit upon us. V'techezena einenu b'shuvcha leTzion barachamim. Baruch atah Adonai, hamachazir shchinato leTzion.
Modim אנחנו לך, שאתה אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו, ואימותינו, לעולם ועד. צופיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. צופיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. מודים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו, ואלוהי אבותינו, ואימותינו, לעולם ועד. לעולם ועד.
May our words and our deeds hallow your name and make us worthy of your blessings. Page 178, please read with me the English in the middle of the page. It's the prayer for peace. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, b'shalom. Please be seated. We'll take a few moments for our own silent meditations. A big thank you to our wonderful community choir, and if anybody would like to join the choir, please feel free to do so. And I now have the great pleasure of handing you over to Rabbi Ruggiero.
Shabbat Shalom. There's an image that has circulated online for years and keeps resurfacing whenever questions of fairness enter public conversation. It shows 3 children of different heights trying to watch a baseball game over a fence. And the panel labeled equality. Each child stands on a crate on the same size. The 2 taller children can see the game comfortably, while the shortest cannot see anything at all. In the panel labeled equity, the crates are redistributed according to needs. The tallest child stands directly on the ground, the middle child on 1 crate, and the shortest on 2. Now all 3 can watch the game. The image became popular because it expresses something many people instinctively recognize. Treating everyone identically is not always the same as treating everyone fairly. People do not begin from the same place, and ignoring that fact can reinforce inequality rather than reduce it. Much of this week's Parsha seems animated by a similar concern. As I discuss in this week's Ad Kan column, Behar presents a striking economic vision centered on the Yovel, the Jubilee year. Every 50 years, land returns to the families to whom it was originally allotted. Someone who accumulated more land over time could not hold onto it indefinitely. Someone forced by debt or misfortune to sell ancestral land was not condemned, together with their descendants, to permanent dispossession. The system raises difficult questions, some of which the Torah itself hints at. Since land was sold according to the number of years remaining before the Jubilee, a family forced to sell late in the cycle would receive far less than one forced to sell earlier. A structure designed to protect vulnerable people could, in some cases, leave them with very limited resources precisely when they most needed help. Other questions emerge as well. Would a system like this discourage long-term investments? What would happen if some families grew much larger than others over 50 years? Reinstating the original land allocation could itself create new inequalities. I'm not suggesting that we revive the economic system of ancient Israel. What interests me is the moral instinct behind it. Over time, wealth tends to concentrate and poverty tends to deepen across generations. The Torah appears deeply uncomfortable with allowing those processes to continue unchecked. The closing verse of the passage suggests that this is not only an economic concern, but a moral and religious one. Do not wrong one another, but fear your God, for I, Adonai, am your God. That concern for vulnerable people runs throughout the Torah. Rabbinic tradition notes that the Torah warns repeatedly, some say 36 times, others count 46, against oppressing the ger, the stranger. Again and again, it returns to the widow, the orphan, the poor, and the outsider. And yet, alongside those passages, there's another text that moves in a very different direction. In Exodus 23, in the middle of a section dealing with the administration of justice, we read, "You shall not carry false rumors. You shall not join hands with the guilty to act as a malicious witness. You shall neither side with the mighty to do wrong, nor shall you show deference to a poor person in a dispute." That final phrase has always unsettled me. Nor shall you show deference to a poor person in a dispute. How can that coexist with the Torah's persistent concern for the vulnerable? Going back to the image of the 3 children, does the Torah see justice in giving the shortest child a crate taken from the tallest, or in giving each child their own crates? That question may not have a single right answer, but a possible way through it is to recognize that the Torah is operating on 2 different registers at once. At the structural level, the Torah repeatedly tries to build a society in which vulnerability does not become permanent. The Yovel redistributes lands. The Shnat Shemitah, the Sabbatical year, interrupts agricultural ownership and allows the land's produce to become available to all. The laws of Pe'ah require landowners to leave the corners of their fields unharvested for those in need. Taken together, these laws reflect a society trying to ensure that the crates are distributed more fairly before anyone steps up to the fence. The courtroom, though, is a different setting. There, the Torah introduces another demand. Compassion for the vulnerable cannot replace the obligation to establish what actually happens. This does not mean that judges can ignore the ways inequality shapes people's lives or their access to justice. The Torah's warning is narrower and more specific. Poverty does not automatically make someone right, just as wealth does not automatically make someone guilty. That distinction matters because human beings are often tempted to turn to social categories and moral certainties, imagining that some people deserve sympathy by definition, while others deserve suspicion by definition. Once that happens, it becomes harder to see individuals clearly. They stop being people and become symbols. After the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York in 2024, many people online openly celebrated the murder because he symbolized the system they perceived as exploitative. A University of Chicago researcher who has studied political violence extensively found growing acceptance of such acts in the United States, particularly when the target is associated with a group or institution people regard as harmful or oppressive. What makes this disturbing is not only the violence itself, but what it reveals, that empathy can be withdrawn entirely when someone has been assigned to the wrong category. Exodus 23 pushes against exactly that tendency, asking judges, and by extension, all of us, to resist deciding in advance who must be innocent and who must be guilty. Inequality and vulnerability are real, but they cannot become shortcuts that replace judgment itself. I have been thinking about this often as I watch the deeply troubling increase in anti-Semitic violence around the world. In recent months, concern has increasingly focused on the United Kingdom, where Jewish communities have experienced a series of violent attacks. 2 Jewish men stabbed in Golders Green in what police declared a terrorist incident. Jewish charity-owned ambulances set on fire outside a synagogue. Incendiary devices thrown at synagogues in North London. 2 Jews killed outside a synagogue in Manchester last Yom Kippur, just to name a few. British Jews are increasingly asking whether they can continue to live normal Jewish lives openly and safely. Jonathan Hall, the British government's independent advisor on terrorism legislation, has said that attacks on Jews in the UK now constitute the biggest national security emergency the country has faced in almost a decade. Anti-Semitism occupies a strange place among forms of prejudice. Most racist ideologies portray their targets as inferior or subhuman. Anti-Semitism sometimes does that too, but it also works simultaneously in the opposite direction. Jews are imagined as secretly powerful, controlling governments, media, and banks from behind the scenes, ruthless outsiders and privileged insiders at the same time. That contradiction is not accidental. It is part of what makes anti-Semitism so resilient, because it can attach itself to very different political worldviews. This matters morally because perceptions of power shape empathy. Violence against people perceived as vulnerable tends to provoke sympathy. Violence against people perceived as powerful is more easily rationalized or simply not fully felt. The 2 men stabbed in Golders Green were attacked because they were Jewish. Narratives about Jewish power make it harder to see them simply as that, and harder to feel the full weight of what happened to them. The prohibition on false witness in Exodus 23 reaches beyond the courtroom. It is about whether we are willing to say what we actually see. The person bleeding on the pavement is first of all a person bleeding on the pavement. Seeing that clearly is itself a moral act. We live at a time when empathy is increasingly shaped by political belonging, and the Torah insistent on seeing the individual before the category cuts against that tendency. These weeks, we read both Parashat Behar and Parashat Bechukotai. Behar gives us the Yovel, the Torah's ambition vision of a just society. Bechukotai gives us the Tochecha, the terrifying catalog of what happens when that vision fails. Exile, dispossession, fear, and insecurity. It is among the darkest passages in the Torah. And then near the end of it comes a verse that arrives almost unexpectedly. Yet, even then, when they are in the land of their enemies, I will not reject them or spurn them, so as to destroy them, annulling my covenant with them, for I, Adonai, am their God. That promise is not made to a community in good times. It reaches people in the worst circumstances the Torah can imagine, frightened and wondering whether they have been abandoned. It does not promise that the fear will disappear quickly or that history will suddenly become gentle. What it promises is that the relationship holds, that exile and fear are not the final word. I do not know what the coming months will bring for Jewish communities in the United Kingdom and elsewhere, but I think the Torah asks something very concrete of us in moments like this, to refuse the moral laziness that turns people into symbols before seeing them as people, and to recognize the dangers we're facing without giving in to despair. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you to Rabbi Ruggiero for his sermon. We will conclude the service with the Aleinu on page 587, and I call as Ark Opener. We've got Matthew Myers in memory of his late mother, Dorianne Myers, and Stephen Kaplan. Is he not here? Okay. Rod, will you come and do Ark Opening, please? Yeah. Our Ark Opener has abandoned us. Page 587, if everybody will please rise. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Page 588. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל. ושכינתו זו בגופי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו. וידעת היום והשב אותה אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. Eternal God, we face tomorrow with hope made stronger by the vision of your realm, a world where poverty and war are banished, where injustice and hate are gone. Teach us more and more to share the pain of others, to heed your call for justice, to pursue the blessing of peace. Help us, O God, to gain victory over evil, to bring nearer the day when all the world shall truly be one. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Please remain standing, and I'm just going to do the prayer for healing, which is on page 371. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Dawn Miller, Daria Guerrero, Clive Hall, Nan Sauer, Roxanne Harris, Ursula Hout, Vincenza D'Amico, Roger Shublé, Harry Frank Rosen, Neria Mashlangu, Emil Nell, Tony Rubin, and Anna Montero. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. And the choir will now sing Yesh Kochavim, page 595.
יש כוכבים שאורם מגיע ארצה, רק כאשר הם עצמם עבדו ונע. יש אנשים שזיו זכרם מאיר, כאשר הם עצמם אינם עוד בתוכנו.
This Shabbat we remember those who passed away recently: Joseph ben Shimon Gelem, beloved brother of Rabbi Chava Costa, who's the rabbi of Bet Emmanuel; Tony Knight, husband of Dora; Andrew McCullough, dear friend of Luann Tunison; and Marley Collier, mourned by Christy and Shanna. We also remember from Bet David, Judy Lewis, mother of Michelle Fryer; Bernard Duchen, past chairman of Bet David; Elias Prague, father of Mavis Yavich; Sylvia Gross, grandmother of Samantha Harvey; and Dorianne Myers, mother of Matthew Myers. From Bet Menorah in Pretoria, we remember Anne Hirschman, mother of Merle Karp; and Lena Blum, mother of Alison Taylor. If anybody has a name they'd like to call out, please do so now. We'll start at this side.
Ingrid Haverman, mother of Jethro Pollock. Ingrid passed away last Friday.
We also remember all those who've lost their lives in wars and those who have no one to remember them. Please join me in the Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'omad ivrach ruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavorach le'olam olomei umaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'a v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithada v'yithale v'yithalal shmei dekudsha berichu. La'ela min kol bechata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bo'uma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shmaya, v'chayim alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'kol yoshvei tevel v'imru. Amen. Before you are seated, I just quickly want to count the Omer. Hineni mechanum zaman lakayem mitzvat haseh shel sfirat haomer, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer. Hayom shiva u'shloshim yom, shehem chamisha shavuot u'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is the 37th day, which is 5 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. Please be seated. So thank you to everybody who came to Shul tonight. Thank you to those watching online. And of course, a big thank you to our choir mistress and our choir master and musician and our technical desk and the community choir. Cheder classes are tomorrow morning, 8:45, and note that the AGM of Bet David and Bet David Kahila will take place on Wednesday, the 13th of May at 6:30 p.m. And for all other announcements, please look in the Adkan. We're going to conclude the service with a singing of Shalom Aleichem.
Kelohenu.
Oh, okay.
Slight change, sorry again.
Ein Kelohenu.
Page 626.
626.